I'm back. I apologize for my outburst. I'm back, and I just rewatched my Gen 6 video, and it turns out I was zoomed out to where you can see all of them. So my Gen 7 video is just completely different, but whatever, who cares? Generation 8. A generation that I played to fucking death. I played this game at least 5 times. I love it. Also, Legends Arceus is like the most orgasmically good Pokemon game. Anyway, Hisuian Zoroark is the clear winner. First goes normal type. It's a Zoroark regional variant. He's already here. Obviously he's going to be here. He's way cooler, he's way angrier, he's way emoer. I love Hisuian Zoroark. And in fact, I used the Alpha Hisuian Zoroark on my Legends Arceus team, because Legends Arceus I didn't have a solidified team right up until nearly the end, and I caught the Alpha Hisuian Zoroark and I called him hate, because that's what he does. But I like him, so he goes there. My favourite fire type from Gen 8? Ooh, Colossal. My first ever Gen 8 playthrough involved a Colossal. Her name was Jam, because I'm English and I see the words roly-coly. I'm thinking roly-poly. I'm thinking jam roly-poly. We're on a good roll here. That's how I named her. And yeah, she was a legend. My favourite water type? Lots of options, lots of cool options. My favourite Gigantamax, spoiler alert, is Kingler. Why? I don't know. I think he deserved something and he got it. And also the beard is funny and the spiky legs is very King Crab-esque. But, if I'm honest, it's Inteleon. My first starter, absolutely blasted through the game with him. I like its design, it's very, very thin. He's like a paper width of like lizard. But I like him. I also like that he is James Bond. Big fan. My favourite grass type, Hisuian Decidueye, is bomb as fuck. I love him to death. I have nothing to say other than he's just Decidueye, but I believe cooler. My favourite electric type in Gen 8, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Regieleki. I really like him. I really like the whole it being the fastest Pokemon ever. Seeing the Reggies get more love and more Pokemon, I could not be happier. I love the Reggies. Every single Reggie has a place in my heart. Regirock and Regidrago are lagging a bit behind, but I still love them. I still feel intense feelings for them. But, you know, all the Reggies are cool. Okay, lots of options here. Snom, adorable. Frostmoth, beautiful. Ice-Cube, just kind of funny. Glastria, my favourite of the two. Galarian Mr. Mime, for making Mr. Mime not quite so Mr. Mime. That's a good thing. I'm going to go with Glastria. He was my horse of choice, and he would be every time, mainly because I think I just prefer the ice type to the ghost type regularly. So, I mean, it makes sense, but I just like it. It's like Mudstale. Like, you can see that it's a Pokemon, obviously, but he's also quite clearly a horse. He's got the ice boots, the ice mask, the mohawk. Big fan, big fan. My favourite fighting type. Ooh. Okay. Not Kung Fu. Okay, I like Phalanx, but yeah. Alright, so we got Zamazenta. I like how him attacking is considered a completely different form. Okay, Hisuian Decidueye I've already done, so he's not here. But I like Galarian Zapdos, Zamazenta, and Phalanx. And I'm gonna go with Zamazenta. It was I played Pokemon Shield, so it was my legend of choice. And I really like the red and the blue and the fact that it's got like the feather that comes out of the knight helmet. I like that. It's really good. And also I just think the shield looks more sleek, well designed than the sword, because the sword was they just put the sword in his mouth, but the shield, they worked it into the fur. I like that. It does kind of beg the question though, is he slamming his face into the person first and then the shield is saving his body? Or is it just magic? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Poison. Overquill has a funny name, but other than that, I don't have much connection to any of these. I'm going to go with Eternamax Eternatus, just for the novelty of it being the strongest Pokemon ever, and also being a big hand. I like that. Runerigus. Galarian Yamask is second, by the way, but Runerigus is Coppergrigus' cooler, older brother. I love Runerigus. It's such a fun design. The dragon head on the tablets having the eyes of the Runerigus, the little fingers sticking out the rock, the ghosty energy holding it all together. Big fan. Fucking love that shit. My favorite flying type. Okay, now here we go. This is a question, because it depends on who my favorite steel type is. See? It's a good thing I checked, because my favorite steel type is Corviknight. Corviknight is the greatest regional bird ever produced. Listen, Talonflame, cool, very cool. Pidgeot, iconic. But Corviknight, it's steel type, so already it's fucked up, but it's strong, and it's actually physically imposing. It's huge. This is how you design a Pokemon. Also, it's based off one of my favorite birds anyway, so it gets bonus points. My favorite flying type then is Galarian Moltres. My least favorite Cantonian legendary bird. In fact, they go in the complete opposite order. Galarian Moltres is my favorite, then Galarian Zapdos, then Articuno. In Kanto, it's Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. It's in order of their names, but in Galar, it's backwards. I don't know why, they just... The fire on him looks much more comfortable and much less like he's a rubber chicken. Now he looks like an evil vulture thing. I love that shit. Big fan. They did really well with that. Psychic. Ooh, now Psychic is a hard one because all of these Pokemon kind of suck. Except these few down here, they're alright. But I'm gonna go with Mr. Mime. A Pokemon that I don't care for in any other scenario unless he's Galarian. Because they made Mr. Mime good-ish, at least. It's a definite upgrade for sure. I mean, the tap dancing is just a bonus. Bug type, Kleavor. Look at that, all three Scyther types. Scyther types? Scyther forms are here. Kleavor, you know what? I like scythes, but after scythes, my second favourite sharp-bladed object is an axe, so Kleavor is a big yes. My favourite rock type. I didn't realise there were so few rock types. Hisuian Arcanine's fucking pretty badass, I'm gonna be honest, so yeah, I'll take that. I didn't have much to say, but because the options are quite limited, but yeah, he's good as hell. My favourite ghost type, based on the ones I've already picked, I'm gonna go with Dragapult. Probably one of the... I know it's a dragon, but it's most well known for being a ghost because, well, I mean, the faded tail kind of shows it. But it being based off a fucking, like, Vulcan bomber or Blackbird, whatever, it being based off that is so funny. It shoots children. Who designed this? My favorite dragon type. Okay. Applin. He's just adorable. And he's the only dragon that isn't kind of scary on this list so far, so that's fun. My favorite dark type. DDD. Okay, so lots of options, but my boy Zigzagoon. I love him. If it wasn't Spinder, my favorite normal type in Gen 3, it was more than likely going to be Zigzagoon. I just like Zigzagoon, and seeing him get a new form and it being really fun, I love that. Milcery, very, very cute, and it has a funny evolution method, so why not? I just like it. It's a bit cummy for my taste, but you know, you live, you learn. My favourite starter, Mr. Decidueye, I love that boy to death. My favourite form, where is he? Where the fuck is he? Hisuian Zoroark, you can't... I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with anyone, but if you disagree that Gen 8 has Hisui and Zoroark as one of the greatest Pokemon, you fuck right off. My favourite legend? That's a bigger question. Who is my favourite legend? You know what? He's really redeemed himself this gen. Galarian Moltres takes the win. And also his shiny is just a better Moltres. His shiny is just so good. How the fuck did they do that? Point is, I love him. And my favourite Pokemon's Hisui and Zoroark. Who saw that coming? I certainly did, because it was my choice. Oh, and guess what? His shiny is badass too. Purple is the best colour. Purple gang. Shiny Colossal. I own one, so I'm biased, so I won't pass judgment. Shiny Inteleon. I like the pink. Shiny Decidueye. Not as good as regular Decidueye, and not as good as Hisui and Decidueye, but I like the inspiration. Very well done. Regieleki. Surprisingly noticeable, despite all they changed was the rubber bands that hold it together. Glastria, kinda ass. Zamazenta actually turning pink and sort of magenta-y instead of just red. That's good. Eternatus turning purple. Meh. Runerigus turning purple with green eyes. Fuck yeah. Put him on a team. Galarian Moltres. Oh, mwah. Ooh. If it's possible to shiny hunt that boy, I might try it because it's cool. Galarian Mr. Mime, ass. Cleavor, he turns into Scyther, like also how Scizor turns into Scyther. Hisuian Arcanine, it's just regular Arcanine's colours, but on the rocky, stony boy. Big fan. Dragapult, doesn't look so obvious in the pixel art, but in-game, super obvious. The yellow is awesome. Applin turning from a red to a green apple. This is where they started making good decisions. Zigzagoon. I don't know why, but the light blue tongue and the red instead of the black, it works really well. Corviknight looking more armory and silvery. That's a good one. Milcery turning cum coloured. Again, they're pushing the boundaries of that one. And I've already discussed these four because, well, two of them are the same Pokemon. But yeah, that is Gen 8. Probably my most well-explored generation. Like Gen 3, I love the most, but that is mostly nostalgia. And because it does look good. It does look really cool. I like it a lot. But Gen 8 just has a really special feeling for me. Like, every time I play those games, I get enjoyment out of it. Legends Arceus makes me want to jizz in my fucking trousers. That shit's awesome. And Pokemon Shield, I will never forget playing that. It was awesome, and it still is awesome. And you know what? I'm nuzlocking it right now, and it's giving me a headache, but this is the most fun headache I've ever had in my life. So, as always, let me know if you agree. If you disagree, shut your whore mouth. I don't care. I do care. Please tell me if you disagree. Subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that, but please do that, please. Thank you. Yeah. I've not got much else to say. I've not got any important news to descend upon you like a fucking, like Jesus. But yeah, we're moving on to Gen 9 next time. A generation I have a lot of strong opinions about. And, yeah. I'll fucking see you then. Bye.